This is VIMP, the very important movie podcast with Sean, Darian, Jaden, and Eli. I'm Sean.
I'm Darian.
I'm Jaden.
And there's no Eli. Eli's at work. He'll get here eventually, maybe. But this is another completely unnecessary movie podcast about very necessary movies. Where's everyone at today? Where are you at mentally? Where are you at physically? And where are you at emotionally? That's what I would like to know. It's been a weird couple weeks. Guys, you're in your silent era.
Are you asking me or are you asking the people?
I'm asking y'all. How you feeling? You feeling
said
good?
Mentally, emotionally, and what else?
Physically, like where are you
Physically?
actually at?
Physically, I'm tired. Mentally, I'm tired. Emotionally, tired.
I feel like Jaden's gonna have the exact same three answers.
I have no emotions right now. I'm just meh. Been a very meh day.
That's nice.
How about you?
I'm actually feeling all right. I got up early. I only had to drive like 500 miles today, but I'm in a very beautiful part of the country. And I drove through the mountains of the Pacific Northwest.
That's nice.
Drove along Lake Coeur d'Alene, which is very pretty. If you've ever seen pictures of that, very nice.
Wait, one of my good friends that used to live here, Jamie, that's where she's from, and she moved back there. So she lives in Coeur d'Alene.
That's where I'm at. I'm in Hayden, Idaho, which is a suburb of Coeur d'Alene. Just basically like I'm a mile away from Coeur d'Alene.
But she said that, yeah, it's a lot different. It's more, what?
Different from what?
Like from where you live. Like it's
yeah.
more of that like Pacific Northwest feel.
Yeah, it's more in the mountains, I would say. Feels more like Jackson than Idaho Falls. But it's way at the tippy top. Like almost Canada. I'm almost in Canada. I should just keep going.
Keep going. I want to go to Canada so bad.
I saw a couple days ago someone ice skating in Canada, and there was like an ice skating trail in the snow, and it looked so cool. I was like, I want to go ice skating now. I don't even know how, but I want to.
I want to go ice skating now. I went rollerblading on Monday.
Really?
Yeah. I've only worn rollerblades, WoWo blades, for a total of about 1 hour or less in my entire life, and that was in 1992 or 3. And I strapped some on Monday and at the roller rink, and I only fell one time. Not bad. I got the hang of it pretty quick. So I feel like I could ice skate now.
Yeah, you should get out there and try it.
90 degrees right now, so I'm not going to worry about it, but
I mean, you could go to a rink.
I want to ice skate on a trail through the forest like Jaden's talking about. I don't want to go to a rink.
You gotta start somewhere.
Why not start on a trail in the forest?
Beggars can't be choosers, okay? Like,
I'm not begging for this.
You are. It sounds like you are.
I barely want to do it. I'm just trying to...
You want to do it so bad.
I'm just trying to come up with interesting things to talk about. I'm actually lying.
How about we talk about the movie? That's pretty interesting.
Eh.
Are you talking about Child's Play? Because that's what I think. I think ice skating on the ice trail through the forest would be Child's Play.
That is Child's Play. Yeah, exactly.
It's for children.
What?
It's for little babies.
Oh, okay.
I was speaking of I took your sister to a birthday party at the roller rink on Monday. So it was a 6-year-old's birthday party. It wasn't even, it's like one of your mother's friends' kids.
Yeah, what's Adeline doing hanging out with 6-year-olds?
Because her friend and her were the only ones who were not like 5 or 6 or 3. So it was like 20 little kids roller skating around all over the place, falling. It was pretty funny to watch. The whole thing was pretty ridiculous. But there was some other dad was there, and he was really good at rollerblading, and he just had chinos and a polo shirt tucked in.
Hell yeah.
Like business cash. And he was just just hauling ass around the thing, showing off, like with his hands in his pockets. And then And then he put his kid on his shoulders and was rollerblading around the place. And I'm like,
Oh my God.
you're going to kill that kid. And then he had his other kid. He was holding his kid with the kid on the shoulder. So he had two kids rolling around on there.
That's crazy.
That's
And I'm like,
horrifying.
One slip, it's all over.
one slip, that dude's getting divorced because I don't think the wife was there. The mom wasn't there.
Couldn't have been.
Maybe he already was.
Like, he's going to kill those kids. He's going to come home and he's going to get into a lot of trouble. But it didn't happen. But that was what was playing out in my head, was him killing his two kids. It was going to be a real Manchester by the Sea situation. Which you guys haven't seen that yet, have you?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Do you know the premise of the movie?
No.
You want me to spoil it for you? It kind of happens in the beginning. It's not like it's the end. It's the whole premise of the movie.
I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Spoil it.
It's, what's his face? Casey Affleck. He's hanging out with his friends. They're having a party at his house, a house party. He goes to go get more beer. And while he's gone, he's walking out of his house and he's like, oh, I forgot to put the screen on the fireplace. He's like, no, it's fine. When he gets back, he walks to the store to get more beer. When he comes back, his house is burned down and his whole family died because he didn't put the screen back on the fireplace. But his wife doesn't die, but he kills all his two or three daughters, little kids, burned to death. And that's just him being suicidal and depressed for the whole rest of the movie.
Damn.
Quite a sad tale.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good movie, though. You should definitely watch it.
Perhaps I will.
We should do a depressing ass movie month.
God.
Pick your most depressing movies.
What would I pick? I try to avoid depressing movies. I've never seen Marley and Me, and I never will. I can't.
The guy who wrote Where the Red Fern Grows lived a block or two away from my grandparents' house.
It's cool.
You know, did you guys have to read that in school?
No.
Do you know what it is?
No.
It's a book about dead dogs.
I'm like cool.
It's a dead dog book. It's the most famous dead dog book. Like
I thought that was Old Yeller.
This was before. I think this Old Yeller was ripping off Where the Red Fern Grows.
Oh, well.
Where the red fern grows is where his dead dog is buried. I think he had to kill his dog. I think he had to put his dog down and then bury him. I haven't read it in like 30 years or maybe longer, but it's like the OG, you're crying because you had to kill your dog story.
Yeah.
That all others are based on.
I try not to put myself in positions to watch depressing shit. I don't know. Life's depressing enough.
Child's Play was pretty depressing. It's pretty sad.
You think so?
Yeah. You didn't think it was? I was crying through the whole thing.
No, what the fuck? Don't make me feel emotionless again.
You stupid bitch, you filthy slut. I'll teach you to fuck with me.
I cried there.
All right, let's get into it. We're doing Child's Play, the original, 1988.
This is Eli's movie choice, and he's not here. He wanted us to guess why he chose it.
My guess is that he accidentally saw it on basic cable when his parents weren't monitoring what he was doing, and he probably saw a censored version. That's my guess. What do you guys have a guess?
My guess is that Eli likes to play with dolls, so it resonates with him.
I already know.
He's been pining for a good guy his whole life.
Jaden, do you know why?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well then save it.
It's not like something...
It was just Eli being like overly dramatic about some bullshit.
Yeah, you know.
You guys should guess why I picked this movie and what it means to me in my life. And the answer's like, I don't know, it was on TV and it was one of the first movies I saw. And it's the only scary movie I've ever seen. I only saw it.
Pretty much. Yeah, I don't know.
Were you guys, did you think it was Tom Holland who directed it before he was even alive?
Yeah,
Were you disappointed?
definitely.
Were you like, oh, Tom Holland directed it?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, Spider-Man.
I was like, oh my God, I love Zendaya.
Did you guys hear about him the other day?
Oh yeah, that you got hurt?
Yeah.
Poor Tom. It's crazy. Have you seen the videos of them like recording Spider-Man in the streets of New York? It looks crazy.
The new one or just any of them ever?
The new one.
I have not.
It's wild. I don't know how directors can like look at this stuff and just see the vision and just, I don't know. It's crazy to watch.
I think they do a lot of previs now with these movies because they're so expensive to make that they do previs, which is basically they animate it the shots. It's like a storyboard, but animated storyboards. So they planned everything out in advance, and then they just go and do shot by shot.
Just interesting how they can like imagine all the CGI and know where things are going to fit into place. I just don't, it just seems very technical.
It's more fun, the old stuff. Like this movie that we're talking about, Child's Play. It's a ridiculous piece of shit, but it has a lot of cool shit in it, like practical effects and huge explosions and shit that looks awesome.
I did think that it was done really well.
Yeah.
Like Chucky and his faces and stuff. It was not bad for the time.
And all the parts where my favorite parts of the movie are when they just throw Chucky, like when they're on him and they just chuck him across the room.
They Chucky him.
They Chucky him across the room. They're like, this is the easiest special effects we're ever going to do ever. You just take this fucking doll and just throw it, and then we record it flying across the room.
Or like when he's kind of like sneaking around, it's like someone's just grabbing him and literally playing with him like a doll, making him move.
No, sometimes it was an actual person.
Yeah, I would say you can tell sometimes there was a little person in a costume, and you could tell those ones.
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
Sometimes it was like an actual child.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was like what's the proper term?
A little person, right?
I don't know, it changes very often, I feel.
Oh.
A diminutive adult, a height challenged. I don't know.
Jaden's kind of height challenged.
Yeah, I'm below average.
Watch your mouth.
I think Adeline's going to be your height in the next year.
I know. But I was always taller than everybody until I got to like 7th grade.
Then you just stopped.
I stopped growing in 6th grade. I'm the same exact height, same foot size as I was in 6th grade.
That's crazy. When did I stop growing? I don't even know. Probably like 7th grade, 8th grade maybe. Yeah, like 7th grade.
That's about what I stopped. Yeah, right around 8th grade.
I could see Adeline being like 6 foot tall.
I do think she's going to be taller though.
There's so many tall genes on both sides of the family that the fact that Jaden is so short is shocking to me.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Because my great-grandpa was like 6'10".
You're average. I'm average-ish.
Me?
No, Dad. He's average.
Yeah, Dad's average.
Yeah, I'm average, but my mom's dad was short. I think that branch of the family short. But my grandma, all the people on my mom's side of the family are tall, except for my mom. Like my uncle was tall. Her grandpa was like I said, like 6'10".
6'10"?
Yeah, like my great grandpa was 6'10".
Taller.
Wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish I was like 5'8".
And then on your mom's side of the family, like your grandpa was like 6'5" or something.
Jaden, why do you wish you were 5'8"? Because I wish I was 5'2".
I don't know. I just feel like I don't look like an adult. Because I feel the same as I did in 6th grade. I'm the same height as I was in 6th grade. It's ridiculous. And I want to see the world from a different view. I've been seeing the world the same for the last 12 years.
Just step on a stool.
That too. If Eli can't grab things from a high shelf, who's going to do it? Because I can't.
Who's going to do it?
Neither of us can reach anything high up.
How tall is he?
Like 5'7".
He's about your height, Darian. I would
Really?
say he's about, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like 5'7", actually. I swear I used to be 5'8" growing up, and I shrunk.
It's your posture.
Mm-hmm. Actually. Like, I think in 7th grade I was 5'8", and then in high school I started to be like 5'7", and then 5'6" and 3/4.
I'm 5'2" and 3/4, so almost 5'3". Basically,
I round
5'3".
up.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I thought you would be taller.
I used to be so much taller than all my friends, like girls. Remember when Hannah used to be like to my shoulder? She's taller than me now. Ridiculous.
It's wild to me that Mom is 5'10", because like at 5'7", I feel like a giant. And I know that there are girls that are taller, but I, most of the time, am towering over my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of my friends are short, like 5'2", 5'1". So I wish I was shorter.
You would think all the milk hormones that made everybody go into puberty like 4 years sooner would make everyone taller, but I don't think it's working that way.
I think it making people go into puberty earlier made us shorter.
Probably
because we
right.
stopped.
You're probably right. You know who
Something
else?
to think about.
You know who else stopped growing and got smaller? Charles Lee
Chucky.
Ray, when he put his soul into a good guy doll.
What a wild premise for a movie.
I know. Let's get into it because this shit's bananas. So it starts off with a gunfight in the streets of Chicago, and they are yelling, "We got the Strangler!" And they know his name already for somehow. And he is running.
Somehow.
Brad Dourif, who is awesome, I love him, is running through the streets trying to get away. And for some reason, he has an accomplice. What kind of serial killer with the name of the Strangler has an accomplice in a van driving you around to do your strangle murders? Makes absolutely no fucking sense. But
He's a strangle chauffeur.
yeah, maybe it's
really
like an
makes
apprentice.
zero.
Maybe it's a voodoo apprentice, but they
He
never get
teaches
into
him how
that.
to strangle.
But his little sidekick takes off in the van, and he ends up going into a toy store. And after he gets shot in the leg by Jack Skellington, Chris Sarandon, who is Jack Skellington, if you didn't know that. Not the singing part.
Unfortunately.
But he's the voice actor of Jack Skellington.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah. He shoots him. He goes into the toy store, and he's trying to find somebody to put his soul into. And he can't. He's like, I just need anyone. And eventually he falls into a pile of good guy dolls and manages to pull one out covered in blood and get his soul put into it with a voodoo ritual that blows up the store and destroys everything inside of it, which leads me to the question of how did that doll get back into a box, not covered in blood or burned or melted, for the guy to sell it to her later. But we'll get to that.
The guy cleaned it up.
Yeah, but how did it not burn? You would
how
imagine
did it not just explode?
Yeah, you would imagine the lightning that went down there was being directed
Because
directly
he ran
at
away.
where they two
He
were.
was in the doll. He ran away.
With the
to
box?
Safety. Yeah, he took the box. He went to safety, and then...
Did he tell you this?
But why did he need to get put in the box? If he was already able to walk around and move on his own, why did he need to have a kid in the first place?
Because he had a plan to begin with. He wasn't stupid.
I don't know
He was
about
a strangler, not stupid.
that. I don't know about that.
He was a strangler, but he doesn't strangle people as the doll. He comes up with all kinds of creative murders.
A lot of hammers and stabbing. But we'll get to that when we get to it.
Blowing things up.
We now hard cut to Andy fucking up this entire apartment with his disgusting breakfast.
Oh my gosh.
Pouring milk everywhere, burning the toast, putting margarine, the biggest glob of margarine ever on burnt toast.
That's so sweet, though. It's his
I
birthday and he's
know.
making her breakfast.
That's so adorable.
The part where he's carrying the tray across the floor and it's just dripping milk off the tray into the carpet made me want to throw up everywhere. It was giving me such anxiety.
My notes were, where's this kid's mom? And the spilled milk and sugar everywhere would piss me the fuck off. But then, like, he brings it to her, and I'm like, okay, he's cute. I forgive him.
He's just trying to get his birthday presents. He's trying to butter a mom to open his presents before school.
And you know what? That's more than other kids would do. Other kids would run in there, screaming in the ear, where are my presents? Make me breakfast.
Yeah.
But he gave her breakfast. You gotta take your wins. He's a cute kid.
He's
Very
a cute
sweet.
kid. He's fine.
He's fine. Let him be.
He's got his good guy. He's watching his good guy cartoon. He's got his good guy pajamas.
Good guy.
He wakes up mom. Mom's a total bitch. Doesn't eat the food.
I mean, would you?
She could have at least eaten a bite of the margarine.
The margarine burned toast.
Not
It's
the toast.
carcinogenic.
Just a nice bite of the
Burnt to
margarine.
a crisp. It's gonna kill her.
And she does some sort of weird thing where she gives him Zerberts on the stomach, but only one or two. She doesn't do the full amount for his birthday, even though that was the premise. But
I mean,
it's,
you're so right. And it pissed me off. And I'm so glad you brought that up, actually, because I've been meaning to talk about this.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing. Because she's like, how old are you? And then she starts doing it, and then she just stops.
It's because she forgot how old he is.
Yeah.
She said that, I was like, he's 2? There's no way.
It's like, wait a damn minute. He's got to be like 6.
I mean, if he's only 2 and he's doing that, that's a pretty good meal for a 2-year-old. I'll give him
impressive.
that. But he has to open the presents, and they go outside, and she doesn't give him the good guy doll, and he's super disappointed. And for
Yeah.
some,
Talk about the size of the box.
Yes,
well,
I said putting clothes in a giant box for a kid is just cruel.
and another big box with the toys. It was like the time that when he's like, I sure would like a doll to go along with these toys. And she's like, well, I didn't know about it soon enough to save up. How he has good guy pajamas. Like, how long is it going to take? She could have gotten the good guy doll and not bought the clothes or the pajamas or the toys.
Or
Right.
the TV.
She's obviously known he's been a fan of the good guy dolls for a long time.
I mean, clearly he's their biggest fan.
He's obsessed. But she's a total fucking loser of a mom and doesn't get him the good guy doll.
And she tricks him with the exact size box.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And can we talk about how she's supposed to be like this struggling mom who's like working at a department store and clearly barely making enough money to like get her son a birthday present, but that apartment is nice.
A massive downtown Chicago apartment.
Huge. Oh my God, that apartment would be so expensive here.
The thing about it was, I saw when I was researching this was, where is it? That they talk about it, I think in the second one or in a different one, or it's somewhere. It was written in, but they never put it in the movie, that her husband just died recently, and so that's why she's struggling. And that would make sense that like they had that apartment before and whatever, but...
And I do think inner city apartments in the 80s were quite a bit cheaper than they are now because of white flight to the suburbs. So everything in cities was cheap. That's how.
Nice ass apartment.
That's how everybody
according to a scene that was scripted but never shot, Andy's father was named Bob and had passed away in a car accident a few months before the movie took place. This helped set the stage of just how much Karen was struggling after so recently losing her husband.
They could have downsized. They could have moved into a smaller place, I bet, and afforded a good guy doll. But alas, we are
by two.
We have to play the cards we're dealt and talk about the movie as it happened in our own reality. So Karen goes to work where Griswold, her boss, is a real labia buster.
Oh my God, don't ever say that again.
And forces her. Well, she gets the doll. Her friend who works there tells her that a homeless rapist has a doll for sale downstairs in the alley. And they go down and buy it and negotiate. And she's very bad at negotiating. Her friend's trying to get her to talk down. She could have got it for cheaper, but...
I mean, it's kind of wild because didn't they say that doll is normally $100?
Yeah, she didn't get a very good deal.
That's crazy.
That's like $500 in today's money.
That's insane.
But it has really good AI. So
but it has a serial killer inside. You got to pay extra for that.
You're paying extra for that, but they get it for a discount. Then she goes upstairs, and that's where they go back upstairs, and Griswold's busting their labias. Their ovaries? Busting their ovaries?
Yeah,
ovary
better.
Buster? Okay.
Yeah. I know that she's not making enough money there to be dealing with that.
Yeah, no. She can get a new job. But it is 88.
Do you like your job here?
It was right during a big recession. It was right after Black Monday and the stock market crash. So the late 80s, there was a gas crisis happening. Times weren't good in the late 80s. We were just starting to get the Reaganomics was destroying the country for the first time around, or you know what I mean. So she takes it and arranges for her friend Maggie to babysit. Aunt Maggie is going to babysit. But they go home together. She gives him the fucking cursed doll. He's very happy about it. And he turns it on and he goes, I'm Chucky. And they do their little thing and then blah, blah. She goes back to work and Aunt Maggie is being kind of a bitch.
Yeah. Let the kid watch the news. Let the doll watch the fucking news.
It's the 9 o'clock news. It's not even the 10 o'clock news.
Come on.
Yeah, why was she so mad about the doll watching the news? It wasn't even him.
Well, to be fair, she thought that he was lying because kids are little liars.
Like, even if he did just put his doll to watch the news as he went to brush his teeth, who gives a fuck? He's still doing what she said.
True.
That's true.
I felt so bad for him when
Like, it's
he
his
got in
birthday.
trouble. Yeah, it's his fucking birthday.
Let the doll watch the news.
Yeah, why is she coming at him sideways on his birthday?
No, seriously.
Well, she does get what she deserves. She gets hit in the face with a little tiny fake hammer and falls out the fucking window.
That was insane. I don't
Which
understand.
It looked amazing.
It looked really cool, but like, there's no way that a doll swinging a toy hammer could create the kind of force that would be required for that to have happened.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was the toy hammer until later when they were looking at all the clues when the cops were there.
Even if it was a real hammer.
Yeah.
Even if it was a real hammer. It's not going to send you flying out of a window like an action movie. I like the slow-mo, though. It was cool.
Yeah, it looked good. And it looked like a real person fell out. It didn't even look like a dummy fell out of the window. And then it really hit the car. The car smashed. It looked great.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was real. She actually died.
Good.
Yeah, she sacrificed herself for the movie, and it paid off.
It was worth it.
It was so worth it.
It was very much worth it.
And she's a hero now. There's a statue of her in Hollywood.
Well, I have in my notes that she's cleaning up the sugar that got spilled or the flour before she got hammer time to the face. And I have in my notes, I'm like, why even bother cleaning that up? The whole place is covered in fucking milk and sugar anyway. It's a lost cause.
I know that apartment has ants.
It very much. It's got Chicago ants.
Send the National Guard.
We got Chicago ants here.
You know, like what's the Chicago train called?
The L's.
Yeah,
L
I just imagine a little ant L train in that apartment.
Exactly what it was. If you zoom in, there's a whole fucking infrastructure living off of sugar spilled on milk and sugar in the carpet. And Good Guy cereal. Did you notice they had Good Guy cereal too?
Honestly, it's obsession at this point.
What?
He's so dumb. She was
know.
actually gaslighting him.
I didn't know that you liked this, even though every fucking thing in this apartment is Good Guy branded.
Honestly, kids do go through things quick.
True. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like she got him the Good Guy tool set.
Because it was cheaper.
So, yeah. But fuck the clothes.
I was going to say they had layaway back then, but you don't get the thing with layaway until you pay it off.
I don't know what that means.
You guys don't know what layaway is?
No.
Okay, so this was back in the 80s and early 90s. If you wanted something, you would go to the store and you'd say, I'd like this bicycle. I would like to put it on layaway. And they'd go, okay. They would take the bicycle and stick it in the back. And you'd give them $10. And then every week or whatever, you'd come in and give them, it was like reverse credit card.
So it's like a firm.
It's a what?
It's like a firm.
Oh, yes. Except you didn't get the thing until the end.
You had to pay for it, but they would like hold it for you.
Right. So if something was on sale or something, it was basically paying it in installment plans, but you didn't get it until the end and there was no interest rate. You didn't have to pay any interest or anything.
But then like if you stop paying for it, do they just put it back out there and you just lose the money?
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know if you could get your money back and cancel it and get what you paid on it. I think you probably could, but that's how I bought a few things on layaway. I would like a bike that would be on sale, and then I would every time I mowed the lawn and got like $10, I'd go and pay it off every week until I got it.
They should bring back layaway.
They should.
We love layaway.
But then
they don't profit off of it.
They don't make.
Well, that's why I thought that they would say, okay, well, if you stop coming and stop paying, you know, then we're going to put it back out. Then we're going to keep the money. And then that's how they make money doing it. Because they're keeping the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
But
I don't think anyone would do it then. Because then then you're getting totally ripped off.
Yeah.
I think you could probably cancel it. Yeah, I think it was just too much. They had to have too much storage space to hold everything.
True.
And they weren't making
Sounds complicated.
any extra money off anything. It was very complicated. You had to have like the ticket or something, and then they'd give you a new receipt showing how much you owed. It was all kind of a pain in the ass.
Whatever. We have credit cards now.
I can see why they got rid of it. It was complicated for everyone.
Yeah, sounds like
I
it.
think everyone just started using credit cards and like not giving a shit.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, this
We're
Child's
talking
Play
about
movie.
the flower with the footprints.
Oh yeah, so she comes home. They let her in just by her saying that she lives there.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't verify that or anything. And they just let her into the crime scene because she yelled loud enough and acted crazy.
Yeah.
And Detective Mike Norris is pretty sure that the kid fucking killed her, which is hilarious. They're just assuming that the kid did it already. But they get to the part where they find the footprints and nobody bothers to measure what size foot he has compared to the kid, to Chucky's feet.
Mm-hmm.
They just see that it is that he's wearing Chucky or good guy shoes.
Yep.
And they do no measuring at all, which is pretty funny. But
I mean, the whole time I was like, because you know the part where they show Chucky's shoes and they're covered in flour? And the whole time I'm like, God, just show them Chucky's shoes. They have flour on them. And then I'm like, I sound fucking crazy because they would still be like, okay, a doll did it? Okay.
I mean, to be fair, though, Detective Norris comes around to the doll doing it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Eventually. This movie moves at a pretty quick clip because the next morning, so they all go to bed. Everybody just stays there, which is crazy. Like, they don't make him go to a hotel. They just let him stay there at the crime scene.
Perfect.
They're like, we're done. We've investigated enough. It's 1988. Nobody's seen CSI yet, so go ahead and just stay here. We're done. We've been here for 45 minutes. And then this is when you really realize how big this fucking doll is, because he's going to school with the doll and it's almost literally his size. And
yeah.
who lets, first of all, this kid shouldn't be going to school after that in the first place.
Right.
And then also, why are you going to let your kid take the giganticest, most biggest doll ever made in the history of time to school with him?
That doll needs its own chair.
He's got to take this cumbersome thing around. You know, the teacher would be pissed. Like, why do you have this giant fucking doll in first grade?
Did you see that there were other kids that also had Chucky dolls?
No, I didn't notice that.
Mm-hmm. There were a few kids that had Chucky dolls going through the school.
I was kind of zoning out into this movie. I was watching it in the middle of the night.
Wondering why it exists.
Yeah, but it looks like he just walks in the front door and out the back door to hop on the L train to go do some murdering.
If your doll told you to hop on the L train, would you do it?
That's a good question. If I was 6 years old and my doll started talking to me,
I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, you got to put 2 and 2 together that the doll probably killed your aunt, your fake aunt babysitter lady, and you probably shouldn't be doing with it what it said.
But she was a bitch.
You probably should. And that's a good point.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't listen to the doll. I understand why he did, but he's a little kid, but I probably wouldn't.
He's like, I value my education, Chucky.
Yeah.
So I'm going to,
I'd have been too afraid of getting in trouble at that age.
Right.
But alas, he does listen to the doll, and they get on the L train, and they get off in the middle of Skid Row, going to visit, where do they go? They go to the dude who was in the van's apartment, and Chucky sets up a gas explosion and blows the whole house up from his partner.
Very cool. Smart.
And then it cuts to Chucky, or no, Andy is just in the police station. The detective goes to work, right? And they're like, have you heard from your kid today? Do they go to the department store to get her, or do they call her and she goes to the police station?
I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. But they end up at the police.
Rewatch the movie.
The what?
We should rewatch this movie.
No, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
I've seen enough.
They end up at the police station. She does. And they're basically saying, hey, we picked up your kid. He just murdered this dude. He did a gas leak and blew the place up.
Crazy, like that the kid wasn't in line of that explosion. He could have very well been. He was pretty close.
But, Chucky had to keep him safe because Chucky definitely has the plan to, no, wait, he doesn't even have the plan yet to take over, to put his soul into to take over his body yet until he goes and visits his
guru.
very racist stereotype of a voodoo dude in like 5 minutes from now, because this movie just goes to scene. But they did give him a psychological evaluation and decide they're going to keep him under observation overnight, which is crazy to just keep like a 6-year-old kid at the PlayStation in psychiatric hold, and that there's a psychologist there to do that in the first place. All bullshit. Yeah. All crazy bullshit.
Very crazy.
Child Protective Services would have came and they would have put him in some sort of facility for children. They wouldn't left. I don't think they would have left him at the PlayStation. But alas, they do. And does Chucky go on his own to go visit the dude?
Yeah.
See, what does he need? I guess at that point he's just bailing. Oh, this is where.
So it's because the mom. Okay, so they meet at the police station, and the mom is like, "Hey, what is going on?" And Andy tries to tell her that Chucky's talking to him and telling him to do these things, and he's the one that killed Aunt Maggie. And everyone's like, "You're crazy, kid."
That's why they put him in the psychiatric hold.
Yeah, and then
nobody. She goes home, and then she discovers the batteries aren't actually in the doll.
Yeah, she's like, talk.
And that's when Chucky.
The original name for this movie was supposed to be Batteries Not Included.
Oh, but a better movie stole the name.
So they couldn't do it.
That movie fucking rules. Have you guys seen that movie?
No.
So good.
But I've seen this one.
Yeah. And then that's when Chucky takes off. And then Karen goes. That's when you get Chuck, bite me. That whole scene. She bites. Oh, Chucky bites her on the arm.
Yeah.
Chucky on the arm.
Chucky on the arm. And then she goes to see, does Norris show up at her place or does she go find him? I don't remember. But she basically says, hey, Chucky's alive. I found the batteries, not even on. He's like, okay, you crazy bitch. I'm take you home. Drives her back home. And then Chucky attacks him. And there's that's a pretty great scene where Chucky's in the car.
No. She goes to, before he believes her about everything, she goes to the peddler again. And he tries to rape her, and then he saves her.
But she like sees him in the street first or something, and she tries to tell him, and he's like, fuck off, like, you're crazy.
Yeah.
So then she goes to the peddler guy, and the peddler guy almost rapes her, and then he shows up.
Kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah, and saves her.
Right.
How did he know that she was there?
He followed her.
Yeah. Okay. And he also knew that she was trying to find the guy that she got it from.
Yeah, but then I think he even said something like, well, she's like, how did you know I was here? And he's like, I followed you. You're not hard to follow.
Oh, okay. I thought it was funny how, like, this whole thing happened. Like, he saved her life, and they're in the car together, and he's talking to her after she just said this crazy thing, and, like, they're fine. And then she starts to bring it up again, and he's like, good night. Like, what's her name? Good night, Karen. Get out of my fucking car.
You stupid bitch. Get out of the car. And then that's Chucky's in the back of the car, right?
Yeah.
When he leaves after he drops her off.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you get the knife stabbing up through the seat.
Yeah.
Scene. It looked really good looking chase scene.
It was choking him first.
Oh yeah. He was doing some strangling. He was doing his thing.
You know?
But his little tiny doll hands weren't strong enough to strangle him.
His medium. Mm-hmm.
But the whole way that they make this is so fun for me. Like the parts with Chucky in it are amazing. I give all the Chucky scenes 10 out of 10. Like the Brad Dourif talking, and the parts where they're making him actually talk look great, but then just the parts where it's just somebody holding a doll and pretending like it's attacking them was amazing.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about how much Karen, the actress, Catherine Hicks, sucks ass. She sucks.
She's married to the guy that created the Chucky doll. Do you know that?
She's married to him?
Yeah. They met.
In real life?
Yeah, and they're still together.
Well, I think she's a terrible actress. And then I was trying to remember, because I'm like, I know that I hate her because she was the mom in Seventh Heaven, in that fucking show, Seventh Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated that show with a burning passion in my soul. And Do you guys know about the dad from Seventh Heaven, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
Do you remember Seventh Heaven?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a religious Christian family, and he's a pastor.
I remember the theme song. I remember it being on, but I never actually watched it.
Yeah, me either. But my
Okay.
family would watch it sometimes, and I would see it, and I think your mom even watches sometimes. But I despised it. It was this whole like saccharine, cheesy bullshit about God and religion. A kid would do anything slightly morally wrong, and they would get a big old stern talking to, and it's a lesson. And the dad was such a piece of shit, like a pastor, and like God wouldn't want you to do that. And then it just turned out he's been a child molester in real life for like 20 years, and got
Shocking.
yeah. So the actor is a piece of shit. And I'm not saying that Catherine Hicks knew about him being a child molester and enabled it. I'm saying that she's a bad actress in this movie and in
Totally
that show.
separate.
Totally separate. Terrible actress. I can't stand her, and she's the one who dragged this movie down. I would probably give it a much higher ranking if it was anybody else in it.
To be honest, I didn't really notice that her acting was bad.
I thought she just was trash and was just every scene she was in made me want to blow my brains out. I liked everybody else in it. Like even his little partner, the other dude with the mustache. I thought he was hilarious. I thought he was good.
Yeah.
Everybody else was good at it. The kid was good. Aunt Maggie was even good. Everybody's good except for her, and she's in it a lot. But anyway, that's my rant about her.
Let it be known.
Thank you very much. So we get the whole scene in the car, and then the car gets wrecked, and then Karen goes to Charles Lee Ray's apartment and sees all the voodoo shit in his very cool voodoo apartment. And then Chucky goes to visit John Bishop for guidance, and that's where he finds out that for some weird contrived reason it was the first person that he saw after is the only person he can put his soul into.
Right. And is it just like that you have to keep doing that forever? Like, why is he turning human in the
I
doll?
think the longer he's in the doll, the more his soul is melding with the doll, and if he doesn't get out of it, he's going to be stuck in the doll. So he has to put himself into another body, but the only body that he can do it is Danny, right? Andy, because Andy was the first one he talked to.
First person he revealed himself to.
Okay. So.
But then my question is, so like let's say he did successfully trade bodies with Andy or whatever. Would he have to then reveal himself that he is this person in Andy's body and then switch again? Like, does he have to consistently switch forever until he's in a body he's happy with?
No, I think he would just be in Andy's body and then he would just grow up as Andy, but he doesn't. He's pissed because he doesn't want to have to be a little kid.
I thought he was happy about that.
No, because he's like, I gotta be a fucking little kid. Like, that's bullshit. He says something like to that effect.
I thought he was like, I get to be 6 again. I thought he said something about that.
No, he's like, I have to be 6, or maybe, I don't know. I remember him being like pissed that he had to go into a little kid because he wanted to go into like somebody else's adult body. And then, well, John Bishop is like, part was bullshit or hilarious to me because he's like, you perverted all the things I taught you and turned them evil. It's like, dude, you're teaching this dude voodoo in the first place. Like, I think voodoo's like bad from the beginning, right? Is there good voodoo?
I'm neutral on voodoo.
Apparently the chant or whatever that he did in the beginning is actually a real
it's a real voodoo.
So they did their research. It's weird how much voodoo shit there was in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah, like I remember there being there's the Serpent and the Rainbow, which is about voodoo. There was a big old story arc in Miami Vice about voodoo. There's a lot of voodoo shit in the 80s. Voodoo was hot in the 80s. So I'm sad you guys had to miss out on that.
I know. It's okay. I got to experience it a little bit with this movie.
Oh, it says, the chant that he does is an actual deity in Haitian voodoo and is considered one of the most important and powerful. He has the appearance of a snake and is attributed to be the creator of all life.
I'm sure
supposedly.
the voodoo community was really happy about this movie then, taking their real shit
Yeah.
and making it be for a serial killer inside of a doll. I bet you they were real stoked about that.
I was watching this and I've seen a lot of Chucky Halloween costumes. And with Halloween coming up, I was like, maybe I should dress up as Chucky. Like, that'd be fun. But their culture is not my costume, so I won't be doing that.
The serial killer doll culture is not your
Yeah,
costume.
the
You
voodoo,
don't
and
you don't want to appropriate that.
I don't.
You do have about the same hair as Brad Dourif does in this movie though before he goes into Chucky. So, he had some nice long blonde hair. It was very flowing.
It was gorgeous.
Kill for that hair.
Also, Brad
So would he.
Dourif, he said that his Chucky voice was just his Jack Nicholson impression.
It makes sense. There's a whole fucking Shining scene.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
That was only like 9 years, 8 years.
We should have done The Shining.
But
Hey,
The
I didn't pick
Shining
this
is
fucking movie.
The Shining is almost like too classic, you know?
There's so much to say about The Shining. There's so many
I feel like
themes.
this is just also so classic, though.
This one?
I mean, there's a million movies made after it.
I mean, this is classic in
Costume.
the campy sense. Like it's,
Yeah.
right up there with Nightmare on Elm Street and like the cheesy campy 80s horror shit,
Yeah, but like,
but The Shining is like pure auteur masterpiece of pure terror horror and acting and being well made. Like it's a good movie outside of it being a horror movie.
I know, that's
It's
the
good.
thing. I would have rather watched a good classic than a bad one, or like an okay one.
Well, I'm completely agreeing with you, but
controversial opinion. I don't really like The Shining. I don't think it's scary at all, or even like
well, you know what?
psychologically thrilling.
I think that
I
it's
don't
scarier
really
than
like
this.
you.
Fuck. My
The first
dad.
time I watched The Shining was you watching it, and I was like 8 or something, 7, and you were watching it. It scared the shit out of me.
Really?
That was the first time I watched it, and I think that's why it scares me.
See, Darian, that's another movie that I keep wanting to talk to you about. You guys aren't watching them you're not watching them correctly.
I guess not.
You're not
I've only
immersing
seen
yourself.
it once,
I went to
so
go see it last year with Eli at the Vista, and it made me like it a lot more.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to see it with the sound and in the proper environment because if you're just watching it on, well, you probably saw it on DVD or something, right? Like,
I don't remember. I just remember that Jack Nicholson was super angry, and I just, there's nothing scary about or psychologically thrilling about an angry man. That's just kind of normal.
He's not just
That's
angry
just,
though. He goes psychotic. Like that's scary. And then the
yeah.
it's
two
slowly,
girls,
And then
so
what?
scary. The two girls that pop up, scary. In a
Yeah.
huge ass empty building, so scary.
Yeah.
you got to rewatch it with good sound.
I just don't think that any scary movies are scary. I think that I just know that they're not real, so they're just not scary to me.
There's
So
like
it's hard.
six actual scary movies, and The Shining is one of them.
What else?
The Conjuring scares me.
Yeah, see, The Conjuring doesn't scare me.
Ghost stuff
Not
doesn't
the
scare
other
me.
ones, but the original one scares me when they're in the basement. When she falls into the basement and the creepy ladies. Ugh, I can't. I don't like it. But I love
I
it.
mean, like jump scares, yeah. But then it's like once you watch it once, you know where all the jumps are. So then they're not really scary anymore, you know?
Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me is probably the scariest movie. Not even joking.
Us scares me because when people, I have
Us?
like a thing where
Because of the
people
buggy eyes.
see the buggy eyes. Oh my god. It's traumatizing.
Graves' disease.
That is probably one of the scariest movies to me. I've only seen it once. And it also has that one girl in it that I fucking hate. So I'm just not going to watch it again.
What was
The girl that's in The Handmaid's Tale, which I did watch that, but
Oh, yeah.
I hate
Bring her
her.
Do you just
back.
not like
That
her
was
face?
She's just, I don't know, something about her. I can't.
from Mad Men. What's her face?
Yeah,
Elizabeth Moss.
pisses me off so
I
much.
also can't stand Elizabeth Moss. But is it because she's really good
I don't
at?
know. She's
Because
just
she's
so
always playing
annoying.
somebody who sucks and is annoying. I don't know if that's just her
Even in The
personality or.
Handmaid's Tale, where I'm supposed to like feel bad for her, and I do, but it almost makes me not.
I think it's just her face. I feel the same way about what's that one girl? Joey something. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Joey King,
Yeah.
she's horrible.
I cannot stand her. And
I
she did
don't know
nothing
how she did
wrong.
it, Jacob Elordi. I really
I
don't.
know, that's so mean, but like so true.
She's so horrible.
I, f- I feel like they look the same to me. Like they're the same person.
That's how I
Yeah,
feel about what's her face from the jeans ad. God, what's her name?
Sydney
Sydney
Sweeney.
Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney's face.
Yeah, all of those people and
No,
Jake
thank you.
Gyllenhaal, can't stand them.
I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
But Jake Gyllenhaal's
Jake
sister,
Gyllenhaal?
Maggie Gyllenhaal, was in the movie, my next movie that I'm picking, and I love her.
Wait, why don't you like Jack Gyllenhaal?
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Sorry, Jake Gyllenhaal.
I don't know, I just can't stand him. He seems like an asshole. Same thing with Ben
He's
Affleck.
he cutie.
No. In everything. He just looks like a psychotic asshole that I want nothing to do with.
Have you seen Donnie Darko?
No. The only thing that he's nice in that I've seen, or that he doesn't piss me off that much, is Zodiac. Because I just love that movie. And I love
haven't
the
seen
rest
that.
of the cast of that movie. But, I don't know.
Have you seen Nightcrawler?
Mm-mm.
You're gonna hate it.
Mm.
It's
Perfect.
true. It's true. Jake Gyllenhaal psycho mode. Like he's the biggest creep in that movie on purpose. But it may so overstimulate you that you might like him after it.
And also after the whole Taylor Swift thing, wasn't there a thing with Taylor Swift where everyone started hating him? And I don't even
I
like
don't
Taylor
know.
Swift, but
I
that
don't
validated me
remember.
so much.
I don't remember anything about him and the two of them together ever.
There was a music video about it.
And I was
Somewhere.
pretty up to date on Taylor Swift, Jake Gyllenhaal news in the last
Yeah,
10 years.
Dad, are you still a Swiftie?
Yeah, I just really pretty much only like that one album, 1984.
Mm-hmm.
The song "All Too Well" is supposedly about Jake Gyllenhaal, and um, they made a music video about it with
Well, I believe you. I just
the
didn't know
girl from
about it.
Stranger Things. I'm pretty sure that was the one.
When was this? What year?
It was when she was doing her when she started doing the Taylor's version stuff, and she made it a 10-minute song, but maybe it was a different music video. But it was like 4 years ago, something.
I did not know this.
It's like a short film. Yeah, it's
I did not
long
know
as hell.
this.
This was not
This
well
is
known.
not known to me.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
You know what
yeah. It
else?
has
You know what else I don't know about?
has the redhead. It has Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien. And they play
I don't know
them.
who those
Speaking
people are either.
speaking of redheads,
Chucky makes a voodoo doll to kill his teacher master man who taught him the voodoo, and that was a fun scene. His
mm-hmm.
little voodoo doll where he kills him.
Yeah. Ooh, the legs
Oh,
breaking. That was pretty good.
yeah, no, I thought it was good. I like that scene. Like I said, I like pretty much everything in this movie except for the mom. Like anytime she's not there, I'm having a real good time. And every time she's there, it really pisses me off. Like it makes me actively mad that she's there ruining this otherwise really good movie every time she's on
Mm-hmm.
the screen. And I wish she would have died in the movie, not in real life. I wish they would have killed her off
Well, then
somehow.
he'd be motherless.
I think in the next one she goes to a psychiatric hospital. I saw something about that.
I mean, I would too.
And
Damn.
the Andy goes to like foster care or something like that.
Good.
I think.
He's going to have a much better life.
Well, not really, because Chucky comes
I
back. Spoiler.
Oh no, he comes back in the sequels. I assumed it was just some other voodoo that happened with another guy. I figured they tied this all up at the end and everything was fine.
Hmm.
I just figured everything was fine. Where are we in this movie? Oh yeah, so he kills his little dude, his little friend, his little teacher, who deserves it, technically.
Well, he tries to kill him, and he does. But before he dies,
Well, the police show up.
Karen and Norris, they find him, and he tells them that the only way to stop Chucky is to destroy his heart.
Yes. The heart must die. His
Yeah.
heart his heart is almost human.
Which, well, we'll get to that.
It's very vampiric.
But then he dies. Very sad.
He does.
Felt
He's
bad
like,
for him.
I'm surprised he didn't have the bucket. And when his leg kicked out, he kicked the bucket over.
Right.
And then Chucky sneaks into the psychiatric ward of the police station.
I don't know.
Or is he at a hospital? Maybe
Well,
maybe they do move him to a hospital.
It's a little
But
bit of both.
it feels like he's at the police station still, and they
Well,
have a
'cause he's
psychiatric ward.
Yeah, because he's like in a little prison cell type situation. But he like looks outside and Chucky's like in a whole different building, like across the way, climbing up the stairs.
He sees him coming down the stairs.
Yeah, he like sees him going up the stairs
Chucky's
like across in a completely different building, and then all of a sudden he's like at the window.
It's like nobody yells it to the doctor. Chucky's coming. Chucky's coming. So he locks him in. Yeah, that scene where he's walking like down this, was it like a parking garage?
Yeah,
That's
it
what
looked
like
like
to me.
he
Yeah.
parked his car, got his validation ticket, came downstairs.
Part where Andy is crying, he's going to kill me. The director told the 6-year-old, Alex, to think about his parents dying to get honest tears.
Yeah, I had in my notes, I wonder what terrible things they did to him to make him cry that good.
He didn't
Yeah.
What kind of real life psychological trauma are they causing this kid to get that performance out of him? Because it was pretty good.
Yeah. I felt for him.
Thank you for the research.
Let's see.
Oh, I also have my note that I think one of probably the biggest problem in the practice and the teaching of psychiatry and psychology is they don't take learning voodoo into consideration.
No.
The doctors are left with no defenses against the dark arts whatsoever.
Yeah.
So they're very susceptible to being voodooized and taken completely out of the game and then electrocuted to death. If they just would teach them voodoo, at least some defenses against it, I think it would be a lot better for everyone.
I think everyone would have been fine if they had just done that. But instead, Chucky chases Andy around this psych ward into a room with a bunch of medical equipment, and Andy trips over the blood pressure monitor thing, and that just reminded me of every single day of my life at work in the obstacle course that is a dental operatory, tripping over everything all the time. But then the guy, the ward guy, he comes in, and I forget exactly how it happens, but Chucky puts the electric shock thing on him, which crazy that they have that there. But puts that on him
and the 80s.
Shocks the shit out of him. That was kind of gnarly to watch.
It was. Every kill scene, every death scene in this movie is 100 times better than any of the ones that happened in the new I Know What You Did Last Summer movie that just came out.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that. I heard it was really bad.
It was a massive piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not here to talk about that movie. I have in my notes that an old lady, and I said probably my age, yells, "Ugly doll!" And he goes, "Fuck you."
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you. When I was a kid, I never saw that. This is the first time I've seen this movie. But when I was a kid, I assumed that this movie was like a horror movie. And I wasn't aware that it was just a comedy.
Yeah.
With a horror movie premise. But it is a very funny movie.
It was.
But Danny is really bad at hiding. It's sucks
Andy.
ass at hiding.
It's Danny now, actually.
I even have Andy written down, and I said Danny because you guys have Silence of the Lambs, The Shining. His name's Danny in The Shining.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty impressed that he finds his way back home. from the psychiatric ward to his apartment in Chicago without having anyone to guide him. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, wait, the doll or
No, Andy,
yeah, I don't
when
remember.
he escapes from the psychiatric hospital and goes home.
Yeah, okay. That part's a
And
blur.
that's
How did he get
yeah.
there?
I think we're
Yeah,
meant to think about that kind of thing.
he did it. He found his way home because they show up at the psych ward and see all the shit that's happened. Him and Norris and the mom, and she's like, "I always told Andy to go home, and that's where we'll meet up is at home," which is so stupid because
Your child is
obviously,
6.
yeah, just
What?
go home. If there's ever a problem, go home. Like
What if the
obviously,
problem is that the house is on fire?
exactly. You got to have a second place to go that's not home. That's already the default place that Andy's going to go. You have to have backup to the home.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, if you're ever out on these streets and there's a voodoo doll trying to kill you, like a voodoo master with his soul inside of a doll trying to kill you, go home.
Just go
So
home.
they go home. That's where he's at, hiding. And Chucky's trying to find him in the house, and he's like barely hiding under a bed or in the closet, like he's just sitting like in very obvious places because his mom has not taught him proper hide and seek, and he has no other friends. So because he spends all his time watching cartoons and eating fucking cereal.
Hanging out with serial killers.
Yeah. Oh, is that supposed to be a joke at the beginning? That probably not.
Thought there was something there, but
Yeah, there's not.
scratch that.
But
Um,
this is the scene where Norris gets shot, and then she puts him in the fireplace
nice.
and lights him on fire, and that's where we get the one scene about you stupid bitch, you filthy slut. I'll teach you to fuck with me.
Him shaking in that
In the thing was so
fireplace.
awesome. Like, ah, ah.
Yeah. Relax.
And she
But
doesn't. She lights him on fire.
hmm
No, Andy does. Andy strikes the match and throws the match in
yeah.
there.
And he
So
says
he
something
must.
really cool, but I don't remember what it was.
Didn't he say, like, we're supposed to be friends to the end? And he said, this is the end, friend, or something?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what
This
it
is
was.
the end, friend.
But
Nice. Very
unfortunately,
cool.
they stupidly don't keep holding the screen on there, and he.
He's just running around the apartment. I'm like, no, not the apartment. Anything but the apartment.
Oh, but yes. So he's running around on fire, and that apartment is a polyester nightmare and would have been up in flames in 2 seconds
Yeah.
with a burning rubber doll the size of a child rolling around on fire. Everything in that apartment would have caught on fire
And they're just sitting there watching it
instantaneously.
so calmly.
Ridiculous. But as he was dying, when he puts his hand up, I thought he was flipping him off, but he wasn't. And I think
Yes, I thought the same thing. Big mistake.
they've missed a huge opportunity
They
for Chucky
fucked
to
up
flip him
right
off as he
there.
was dying,
I
as he
thought
was
the
melting away.
exact same thing. Man.
Oh, that's
Did we
later,
watch the
though.
censored version or something? Because that feels like there should have been a flip-off moment.
There should have definitely been.
Like, really. But yeah, that is later, right?
So yeah, they comes alive. Well, he's not dead yet, and this is when he's chasing the mom around the apartment and trying to get her. And this is the Shining scene when she's in the bathroom and she's like trying to hold the door closed, and he's stabbing the knife through the door.
So stupid.
Isn't it one of his fake knives from the toy knives? It looks like one. It's still one from the
Yeah.
tool set.
It's weird. It's like his toy tools work as real tools. It's like this
Yeah.
weird, I don't know. But so stupid. Like, just why didn't she just pull the knob and like lean on it away from the door? Why would she put her face up to the door when he's stabbing knives through it?
That was annoying me so much.
It's just so
Because it was
stupid.
because it was an exact copy homage of The Shining.
Yeah. Well, that was stupid then too.
But
But
she gets his gun. She shoots his
mhm.
arms and his legs and his whole body, his head off. But that's not good
um
enough.
I just wanted to say that when he was walking around all charred up, coming back for a second round, that was the scariest that he had been in the entire movie. Like his melted face,
And his little
just his
teeth.
teeth.
His little teeth showing through,
and his
like
bug eyes, because like the eyelids melt up. I was like,
yeah.
kill that thing.
I have Burn Chucky is terrifying with his little teeth. That's what I wrote in my
Yeah,
notes.
but also kind of cute, but terrifying.
Yeah, terrifyingly cute.
Yeah.
That's what my parents said about me when I was a kid.
But so then, okay, they have to like get his heart, right? But there's a point where she does, I don't remember if it was with a knife or with I think it was with the gun. She shoots him in the back.
She shoots all of his parts off, all his head off, his body parts, but not in the heart.
But she shoots him in the back. I mean, you're telling me it didn't reach the heart?
It didn't reach the heart, clearly.
Come on.
But the partner shows up, and the guy with the mustache fucking rules. Because they're telling him the whole thing, and he's like, "You guys are insane." And then Chucky, his body pops through and tries to kill him, and he throws him off, and then Nora shoots him through the heart, and he's like, "Do you believe me now?" He's like, "Yeah, but who's gonna believe me?"
Which is such a valid question.
Yeah, it was a valid question, but I like how nobody goes through the stages of, like, not grief, but they just see Chucky alive and they immediately accept it. Like, nobody has any portion of, no, this isn't happening. Wait, I must be drunk or somebody drugged me. They're like, "You're fucking crazy. This doll isn't alive." Then they see the doll and they're like, "Oh shit, you're right." Like, they immediately believe it. Every time they see the Chucky do something, they just instantaneously accept that Chucky is a real cursed doll coming for them with a serial killer soul inside of it.
I feel like they're in like a fight or flight kind of thing where they accept it in that moment, but I feel like if time were to go by, they'd probably start to be like, wait, did that really happen? But if a doll was trying to strangle you, like literally strangling you, I feel like you would immediately believe like, okay, this doll's alive. What do I need to do?
I
But
suppose.
then, you know what I mean? It's definitely not alive. At least in this moment, I might be hallucinating, but in this moment, me being present right now, this doll is alive. And it's trying to kill me and my family. And
I'll deal with my I'll take care of this doll, and then I'll deal with my meds later.
And that's why the mom goes to the psych ward in the second movie, because she's coming too.
That's
Adrenaline
true.
dump has, cleared, and she's like, wait, what the fuck was that?
I do think Andy looks really cool in his little mustard yellow turtleneck, and I want that.
Yeah, he's a
The
cool
only
kid.
thing I could think about during this whole apartment scene was when the doll was on the ground and she kept shooting at the ground. If the bullet just went through and shot somebody downstairs.
So true.
That's
I didn't even think about that. Because they're on the top floor.
Yeah. I was like,
I feel like
the cops are using hollow points.
Maybe I'm naive, but I just feel like killing this doll should have been so much easier and faster. Like, it's a doll. Like, just rip it apart.
Or just hold the screen so we can't get out of the fireplace.
Yeah. Or, I don't know, anything.
He's got that little bitey mouth, though.
True. But every time he, like, attacks someone and he's, like, on them, he's like, rah, rah. I'm just, literally hold him like this, like a baby, Just hold him out like a Simba.
Put your hand on his forehead.
No. No.
And he's like, all right, so is Eli able to tell us why he picked this movie?
Hi, Eli.
Thanks for joining us.
The whole thing is basically, when I was a little kid, my babysitter used to put this movie on all the time. It was on at least 3 out of the 5 days that she took care of me, because her daughter, that was my best friend when I was a little kid, loved this movie. It was probably because it was all, they're crazy and psychotic and whatever, but this movie terrified me. I was terrified of dolls. For the longest time, I won't even admit how long I was scared of dolls, but this movie, just when I think of a horror movie, I think of Chucky. I'm like, that's my first fear when I was a little kid, and it was Chucky. And it's just thinking of it and looking at little clips of it, going back, it just looked like a really good movie, and I was like, yo, you know what? Let's watch this movie, because it just might be good, might be terrible, regardless, it's good. I think it's a great movie, and for what they did then, especially with how they animated the doll. I think it was a very I think it was very good for the time that it was made.
I agree. And it also says a lot. It explains a lot that a young immigrant boy who his parents don't let him really watch movies at all, and the only thing that he gets to watch is Child's Play over and over and over again 5 times a week, would have some sort of psychological damage. So that really, I feel like I know you a lot better now, knowing that that happened to you as a child.
Yeah, no, seriously. This is
So
gonna
I'm
be
sorry. I'm sorry this happened to you.
this will be something that comes up later on in
Did
our
you have cable
session.
as a kid?
What?
Did you have cable as a kid?
No.
Yeah.
He was on a pure Chucky diet of media.
Yeah.
Well, my dad's theory was that you just stumbled upon it watching stuff on cable, and I was like, he didn't have cable.
Yeah.
So
No.
I didn't say that, but I was thinking that.
Yeah. No. It was introduced on DVD.
I mean, you're not wrong about all those things. The only thing that you are wrong about is the mom, which you haven't heard any of that part yet, but when you go back to listen to it, she sucks ass and is the weak link of this movie by far. Other than her, it rules. And I really this is the first time I've ever seen it. I guess I'll answer him now. I am not mad. I am glad that I watched this. I'm not giving it a super high ranking. I think I'm give it like 3 stars, probably. Only if it was a different mom, anybody else playing the mom, it'd be in the 3.5 to 4 stars because the practical effect ruled. The cleverness and of just having a doll that they could just chuck across a room, which was so simple, such a simple fix to getting all those shots without having to put a lot of time and effort into special effects. They're just like, hold the doll in your face and then throw it, and making it look so cool. It's very ingenious. So I ain't mad. I watched this. That's my rank. That's what I have to say about it. Darian, what do you think? You mad? You glad?
I am glad that I watched it because I had never seen it. And it's a classic. It's iconic. Everyone knows about it. So I feel like it was time for me to know about it. And I actually really enjoyed watching it. Let me say, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars because it was fun. It was campy, which is right up my alley. And again, it's an iconic movie. It was a little ridiculous sometimes. But that's to be expected with movies like this. So, overall, 3.5, and I liked it.
Hey, Jaden, is this the first time that you've seen it, or have you seen it before?
No, this is the first time I've seen it.
You mad or you glad? Back to you, Jaden. Are you mad or you glad? Here on VIMP.
I'm glad that I watched it. It was short, which I liked.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And it was to the point. And it was funny. It wasn't scary to me at all, but it was really funny. And anytime he was just so angry, it made me laugh. So I love that. And I gave it a 3.5 as well, which is also what it has on Letterboxd. So
keeping up your consistency with just copying the score of Letterboxd.
Yeah. I just look at Letterboxd and I'm like, yeah, I agree.
I'll allow it. What did I know you ain't mad that you watched it, Eli, but what did you give it for a score?
Well, I mean, of course, I'm gonna give it a 4. I do agree. A lot of the parts that, what you guys talk about, I just give it a 4 because it's just nostalgic for me. Just remembering those little snippets of it, and then I love movies that have this like the vibe that this movie have. Like, for example, After Hours. I love the vibe of that movie. I love the vibe of this movie. Like, I feel like just all movies that were made in the 80s and 90s were just...
You're a wet city at night kind of guy. And I appreciate that about you. No, the way that they just would wet down the streets back then to get all the reflections on the wet streets and everything. When they did that back in the 80s and 90s, everything looked so fucking good. And both those movies were real wet street movies.
Soggy Street.
Yeah, no,
streets.
I was also telling Jaden how I like the idea of Seattle is just amazing to me. A place that's always rainy and gloomy is like my kind of place.
It's not as rainy and gloomy there as you may think.
It kind of is. I look at the weather very frequently.
It's more rainy and gloomy than it is here.
Anytime I don't think it's ever rained anytime I've been to Seattle, so
That's crazy.
I've never experienced the rain in Seattle, strangely enough. Speaking of gloomy, depressing, dour, fallish style movies, next week we have Paul Thomas Anderson's masterpiece, The Phantom Thread, in celebration of PTA season. So watch that shit if you haven't seen it. And until then, peace out. And by peace out, of course, I mean please out.